In 2004, Sal Khan began remotely tutoring his cousin Nadia, who is struggling with unit conversion in mathematics. The Swiss cheese gap in her knowledge was not allowing her to progress on the advanced math track. The problem? Nadia was in New Orleans and Sal was in Boston working at a hedge fund. So he began recording lessons for his cousin, who shared it with friends, who shared it with others. Eventually it grew into what is today the most widely used automated online tutorial service in the world, Khan Academy. So why should USAFA instructors emulate Sal Khan's video? Aren't there now many video tutorials on YouTube? Many that are more professionally produced? Why not just put a hyperlink in your course that points cadets to one of those well-produced videos? Why record your own lectures? And if you do so, what lessons can you take from Sal Khan that makes his system so successful? For the next 7 minutes, you may need to prepare to pause the video periodically and open up the applications to try them on your own while we demonstrate how to use them. So let's get started on this edition of Tech Talk. You may ask, is it better to record my own video than use one of those commercial, highly produced videos? After all, there's no way I have the resources to create professional grade graphics and animations. Or would it be better for me to use videos recorded by other instructors? Obviously, if time, resources, or ability allow, you should record your lectures and make them available to your students. However, there is research that says it is indeed better to use videos from others rather than none at all. As is seen at the end of this video, there are published journal studies that have shown use of video lectures improves learning over traditional lectures without them. Missouri Western State University's mathematics professor Jennifer Hegeman found significant improvement in student performance when video instruction was provided by instructors themselves as opposed to a professional quality publisher. More significantly, a collaborative study of researchers from MIT and the University of Rochester, named Guo, Kim, and Rubin, conducted the largest experiment to date, with 6.9 million video watching sessions. They discovered that shorter videos, informal talking head videos, and they specifically referred to Khan-style tablet drawings, are more engaging than high-quality pre-recorded classroom lectures. Since the body of research leads us to conclude that teaching your students through your own recorded videos in conjunction with face-to-face interaction with a student has a greater impact on learning, how can we easily and affordably create videos? By the end of this tutorial, anyone will be able to mimic the videos created by Sal Khan. First, let's talk about purchase and installation of these programs. The three products that Sal Khan used was SmoothDraw, the Wacom Bamboo tablet and pen, and Camtasia from TechSmith. SmoothDraw is a free paint program. Khan used the Bamboo tablet and pen to write down his notes for around $70. But if you have a touchscreen laptop, smartphone, or a tablet, like an iPad, you can virtually do the same thing. Now, the most expensive device Khan used was Camtasia for recording and editing. You can get this for a 30-day free trial and later pay around $200 if you like it. If that's too expensive for you right now, you might use what Khan first used, the screen video recorder, for about $20. If you're looking for something free, you can always record using Microsoft Teams, which is free to USAFA employees. And there are other free editing software listed at the end of this video. Just check with CFAM to make sure you can use them on a government computer. We'll go over how to use each of these in just a moment, but for now, just note that you need 3 items: something to record and edit your videos, some platform to write on, and something to write with. If you have 3 such open applications, you're ready to work alongside the tutorial. If not, you can just follow along to see how to do it once you have your tools set up. Remember that to install the applications onto your government computers, you'll first need to check with your course director and let them know what you want to do. Then bring your laptop and drawing pad or tablet to CFAM and request that they install these onto your laptop. Now let's look at how to set up each application. Once you have the applications installed, you'll need to get everything ready to record. The first product we want to set up is SmoothDraw. Once you open it, you'll need to change the background layer to 1280 by 720. To do that, click on the File tab, Resize. When the pop-up window comes up, click off the Keep Width Height ratio, insert 1280 on the width and 720 on the height, then click OK. Next, you'll need to change the background from white to black. This is not a very intuitive design. In the black ribbon at the top of the app, next to the Options menu, you'll see two overlapping squares with the black square overlapping the white one. You'll want to flip those to where the black is on the bottom. Then go to the File menu, click on New, and you'll see the black background. Like most Paint or photo apps, you don't want to do your writing on the background layer. This also helps you transition quickly from one filled up page to the next. So to add a layer, click on the drop-down arrow in the Layers group and select Add New Layer. Now you want to customize your paint palette because you don't want to have to hunt and create colors as you go. To do this, you'll click on the overlapping white box in the black ribbon at the top. The paint palette pops up and then you select what colors you want to use. Make sure they brightly contrast with the black background. The overlapping square has changed to that color. Click on it again, then point your cursor to the palette square that you want to insert the new color and right-click on your mouse. Now you can see that the palette square changed colors. Keep doing this until you have all the colors you want for the lecture, then start writing. The brilliance of Sal Khan's videos is that he talks through the math problems as he solves them. If all you do is write out solutions to problems, you're missing the most important aspect of the videos. The entire time he is explaining why and why not he does certain things to solve the problem. Now let's go back to Camtasia and see how we might want to capture this onto the video. When you open Camtasia, you'll click on New Project unless it is one you have already worked on before. In that case, of course, it will be Open Project. At the top left of the screen, you will see a bright red round Record button. Click the button. Next will be the Record menu with a bright green dashed line surrounding your display. Notice the handles in the varied places. Adjust the handles to only cover the smooth draw background layer you are going to write on. This will place you in custom screen mode. Double check on the numbers next to the screen selection and type 1280 by 720 if it is not already those dimensions. Then make sure the dashed green line is over your smooth draw background layer. Next, you'll want to check your camera. If you want your face to show alongside your screen, make sure the green circle with the check mark shows it to be on and you can see your image. If your image isn't showing, hold down the drop-down menu and make sure the correct camera is chosen. However, Sal Khan doesn't show his face, so you can just turn it off by clicking the Camera On button. Next, you'll want to make sure your audio on is set. Check to see if your audio is receiving by speaking into the microphone and watching the levels. If you're not hearing any levels, check on the arrow next to the Audio On button and make sure the correct microphone is selected. Once you are sure that all your settings are correct, click the big red Record button. You will receive a countdown and you can now start entering your notes and talking through the problem. To stop the recording, you can either click the F10 function key on the keyboard or click on the stop button. Now that you're set up for Camtasia and Smooth Draw, you're going to start writing your notes. Early on, Sal Khan would write out the problems onto Smooth Draw. Later, he started pasting the problems and some support material onto the background layer and then worked the problem around it. Once you have completed your lesson, click F10 on the keyboard or press Stop button on the Camtasia Record panel. Camtasia will then open up to your editor interface. You may want to go through the training on Camtasia or refer to the resources page at the end of the presentation. But one of the most useful features is your ability to cut out those sections you don't want. To do that, just highlight the section you want to cut, then select the split icon to cut that portion out. Once you're finished, you'll need to publish the video. You'll want to save it in MP4 format. Then you'll want to put it somewhere the cadets can see it. So click on the Share tab at the top, select where you want to put it. You have many options. The one that is recommended by the USAFA IT department isn't listed. We recommend you place your videos on Microsoft Stream. To do that, you'll have to select Local File in the drop-down menu. In the Camtasia Production Wizard, select MP4 only, up to 720p. Click Next, type in the name of the file, make sure you notice which folder you're placing the video into for future retrieval, then click Finish. Next, you'll want to open up Microsoft Streams. Log into office.com. You may need to sign in with your USAFA account. Once the application page is open, select the Stream icon. When you get to the Streams landing page, click on the My Content tab at the top and then Videos from the drop-down. Then click Create tab and then Upload Video from the drop-down. You'll want to find where you parked your video, then drag it over to the arrow. It takes a few minutes to upload depending on the length. Once it is uploaded, congratulations, you now have a video. But wait, you want to now provide it to your students. To do that, click the ellipses to the right of the video, select the Share button in the drop-down menu, click the Copy button. Now either paste that link into the Outlook email, insert it into your Blackboard or Teams to make it accessible to your students. Here are some good resources for you to continue in your study of this important topic. Admittedly, this process does not take advantage of some of the newer technology, like if you have an iPad or iPhone, using Show Me, which will allow you to use your phone to do the same thing. Plus, you can upload it into any video editing software like Camtasia or the more expensive Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro if you're an Apple user. And there are a number of other products out on the market, but this will at least get you started recording videos like Sal Khan. In this Tech Talk, you learned the research that tells us that recording videos to supplement your instruction improves cadet learning. You've learned that the tools and techniques used by Sal Khan are both affordable and doable, even with a little tech skill. Let me encourage you now that if you've never done this before, talk to your course director, then take just one of the lessons and add a video lecture to it. You don't have to redo your entire curriculum all at once to have a positive effect. If you'd like to see 5 other lecture capture technologies that we showcased in a recent webinar, click on the link in the Resources slide. Also, you'll see there are more resources for you to check out if you want to continue learning on this important subject. This is Dr. Bob Bryant, Director of Educational Technology in the Center for Educational Innovation at the United States Air Force Academy, saying, join me for the next Tech Talk.